Hi everyone, it is Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am very good. I had a great honor on Thursday of being part of the Channel 8 News on the K-State campus, the student-run TV station, their live newscast. Our Grant Snowden interviewed me about the House versus NCAA case and some of the stuff coming out of that and how it'll affect college sports. Now, this video could be about 3 days long because there's so much going on with this case. And there's one part of it, though, that I don't understand, and I want to discuss it. And please, if you know or are a legal expert that can make sense of this, drop it in the comments because I am befuddled by this. Now, this case goes back to an Arizona State swimmer and a Oregon women's basketball player, brain fart, and they filed a suit against the NCAA for not being able to capitalize on their name, image, and likeness. I agree with that. Now, I don't agree with being able to just pay athletes to come to your school. There should be name, image, and likeness involved. This is not professional sports, and we've got to stop this, or we'll lose college sports as we know it. So most of the case doesn't trouble me that much. I do think she overreached in some areas, in my estimation, and I think she probably tends to side with the plaintiffs in this, the people filing the lawsuits, because typically they're the little guy. And she is known. This is, of course, District Judge Claudia Ann Wilken. She's known as an expert in antitrust laws dealing with collegiate athletics. She's been on the federal court since '99, and she sits at the Northern District of California in Oakland on the court there. And this case has been a long journey for her and everyone involved, including all the schools that are tied to the NCAA by choice. And I think that's important to remember. One of the elements of the ongoing settlement that they're trying to work out, and it appears maybe it's hanging up on this very item, is her decision that you cannot have scholarship limits. You can't have scholarship limits in your athletic department. She deems that an illegal restraint on fair competition. So this is where I need something explained. How is it fair competition when the University of Texas can have 200 football scholarships fully funded, and a school like Kansas State might be able to do 100? How's that fair? Now, I know fair isn't fair on the playing field, it's in the courts and the system, but I don't understand scholarship limits being ruled illegal, part of an antitrust judgment. And the NCAA's response has also been confusing because they know they can't regulate scholarship limits, but they can regulate roster limits, which has the same impact. You now will have 105 guys in football. Now that's being hung up because it's a drastic cut, and it cuts opportunities out because right now there's about 125 guys on the team. It's just nuts what this judge has done and how confusing and convoluted it's all become. Here's my real problem. College athletics is an extension of the university. Now, you volunteer to join the NCAA. You choose that as an institution to do that and be part of it. You're part of the voters and everything. Now, if you don't like the rules, go do something else. Go form another NCAA. But no, you're in it, and you should have to adhere by the rules. But this judge is basically telling the NCAA you can't have rules, and you certainly can't have scholarship limits. Is this true for like engineering? I mean, that's part of the university too, and they don't have unlimited scholarships or any other thing on campus. I don't understand how you can't limit things within your organization, an organization of which you are a voting member, and an organization which essentially you are the organization with your peer institutions. 105 scholarships. It's going to eliminate a lot of opportunities for student athletes as they now stand. She's taking away opportunity with this settlement. And furthermore, she is muddying up everything for these student athletes that wanted name, image, and likeness or anything else, or even to be able to take an outside job, which was ridiculously against the rules. Those student athletes, swimmers, and other Olympic sports, maybe golf, maybe track and field, I don't know. But because of this ruling and the need to commit $20.5 million for every Power 4 level football school. That is going to be a big buy for a lot of college athletic departments. Adding $20 million to the K-State budget is about 25% boost in the budget. Now, K-State's going to find a way to get it done to pay the student athletes to stay at this level, but it's imposing. Now, K-State won't be dropping sports because they're at the minimum. But if you're a school with about 20 sports and you need to offer, 14, 16, I can't remember what the exact number is. I could count up K-State sports, but I didn't. Why would you keep that many sports? Why wouldn't you drop those athletic endeavors so that you had more money to pay your other student athletes? So in this ruling, the judge who seeks greater opportunity for student athletes is limiting opportunity, destroying opportunity, and now capping the number of athletes that can compete. That's the judicial system in a nutshell. They try to solve problems and in the process create a lot more. I wish the NCAA had appealed part of this. I really do, but they were tired of fighting and they were losing a lot. But they were losing, I'm guessing, because they kept getting the same judge. Just a thought.